Isaac Estes Adolf. Did I say it right?
There you go.
Yes. Yo, this is a 20-year-old. Sorry, I got to get my notes for this. He's a junior at Ohio State. Okay, this guy has a testimony like my husband. And I will tell you, they're few and far between, but when you get somebody like this to come up here and share their story, thank you for being brave to do it. You better listen. Thank you, Isaac.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for the incredible introduction. Thank you guys all for being here. If I'm going to tell my story, I've got to start at the right place, and that's with my sponsor, which is a really formal way to say my mom. So she started the products when I was freshman, sophomore in high school, early on. And she, going into that point, she would spend just days, weeks in bed. She wouldn't come to middle school football games, couldn't go to, all sorts of school events. I was in the choir at some point. That changed when my voice dropped. But these are things that she was always involved at every step of the way in elementary school and early and middle school. And she suffered a few brain injuries. She really started slowing down, and she wasn't able to go to those things anymore. And, family, we really didn't know what we were going to do. We didn't really have any options. She was on all sorts of prescriptions. She was doing her best and making her absolute best effort, but it just wasn't enough. And it was really tough to see from my perspective, from anybody in our family's perspective. And one day, she was browsing Facebook, I suppose, much as you were, and saw these products. And, she's a big prayer. She prayed about it, got a good feeling, decided, a trial period can't hurt. So she took the trial period. So I was like, okay, I feel a little bit better, nothing dramatic, enough to, sign on for the next month. All of a sudden, she's out of bed twice as often as she was before. All of a sudden, she's not laying there depressed. She's here at events. She's here for all of us, because, I got 3 little siblings at home as well. And so the change was immediate. It was pretty immediate. It was very obvious. And then, I suffered my sports injuries my freshman and sophomore year of high school. The first one, I leave the football field, I feel like I'm gonna be fine, get to the doctor's office. I didn't get back to school for another 3 months. It was a trying period, especially for someone who kind of prided myself on my ability to excel in school. All of a sudden I can't even go, so tough. I fight through it, all of a sudden get back, and classes that were easy as before, all of a sudden it's a fight just to pass. And I'm sitting there wondering, I'm trying my heart out, what can I do? And my mom's like, she's always in my ear, just, hey, you should try these products, they helped me. And I'm just like, they helped you, but you're a 40-year-old woman, I'm a 16-year-old boy. So I don't really think this is how we should be approaching this. But she stayed in my ear, and it's just like, all right, whatever. If you want to set it out for me every morning and every night and make sure all the drinks are mixed, then okay, I'll consider it. So I get through it, I wake up, she's driving me to school, she reminds me 3 times a day, take your stuff, I'm like, whatever. I ended up taking it, and all of a sudden, some of that ability started coming back. It wasn't such a constant effort to pay attention in class, to take notes, to do all your homework afterwards. The grades started coming up again. In sports, I was able to get in the gym, I was able to participate with my friends in a way that I really wasn't immediately after these injuries. And that was amazing, and that was part of the reason I was able to get into a school like Ohio State and be on scholarship here as I am now. But then I'm going off to college, and Mom's like, don't forget your stuff, and I'm just like, well, it worked in high school when we had all the structure and you were doing everything, but about to go to college, so I'm gonna get to it when I get to it. And I get there, and she's texting me every morning, making sure I'm doing my stuff. I'm like, okay, we'll see if it works. We'll see if it keeps working, I should put. And it did. And in different ways than I expected. It wasn't so much like just the in the classroom thing. It was really, as you put it, the full body, treating health from the inside. There was a week, early December, Ohio State dorm built in 1964. As far as buildings go, it could be better. Lived in a quad with a room about the size of the stage. And all 3 of our roommates caught the flu. And I was just like, we're screwed. I just texted my mom before and I was like, get ready for the copay, because I'm going to the doctor. And she was like, are you taking your X Factor Plus? I'm like, should I? And she's like, you better, you freaking better. She called me every night, made sure I took it. 3 weeks, one of my roommates had to go home to Youngstown, be with his parents while he was at the flu. Another one of the rooms, I think, ran 104 fever, went to the hospital for it. I took my X Factor Plus. I didn't miss much time. I was fine.
Go mama.
Absolutely. So that that kind of sums up how it just helps in every phase of the day. I mean, whether it's just keeping me out of the hospital, out of the main clinic with the X Factor Plus, whether it's helping me stay up literally all night for too many exams with Edge, whether it's helping me lose 20 pounds from Christmas to spring break this year with Metaburn and Lean, it really in every way has enhanced my life. And if I could finish off in any way, I would just add that with so many diet plans and workout plans I see friends and colleagues go on, it feels like it just dominates their life. Like they don't have time to play with their kids if you're older than me, or just do your hobbies if you're my age, because they're so focused on, I gotta get there, I gotta eat this at this time, I gotta be at this gym right here. And I don't think there's literally any way I could go on one of those plans right now. I'm doing 19 credit hours in school, I'm working at the House of Representatives, I'm on the executive board for College Mentors for Kids. There's no way I could be on one of those sorts of plans and still accomplish all that. And the difference is with Plexus, I'm not sure I could do that if I wasn't on Plexus. It enhances every part of your life and it never interferes. And that's such a blessing.